These are the SoundPEATS TrueEngine SEs, and they are some of the cheapest, but sometimes are referred to as the highest quality wireless earbuds under $50 on the market. So today, I'm going to give you my initial thoughts. I'm going to put them to the test. Normally I use Apple Airpods. I'm going to compare them to that. We'll see, are they worth spending your money on? So this here is the box, very simple box. SoundPEATS on the side here, bit of information on the back. The bottom here actually says 27 hours playtime, and it actually has a picture of a creepy man here. Like, imagine you woke up at night and this dude is just staring at you in the eyes. That freaks me out.
So the case itself is a little bit bulkier than the AirPods case. The shape is different too. If the AirPods was like 1/4 of your hand, these would almost be like the size of half your palm. At least it is for me. I have pretty small hands, but they're also a little bit heavier too. Not heavy where it's inconvenient, but they're heavier and bulkier enough where you definitely would feel it in your pocket, whereas sometimes with the AirPods I even forget that they're actually in my pocket. If you do have, say, a pocket on your shirt or something, don't put it in there because yeah, it will definitely fall out. Now in regards to the charging, the case itself is micro USB rather than USB-C. So that is a little bit unfortunate that something is still using micro USB. For the price, I'm not going to complain too much. It's not a deal breaker. It just is a little bit unfortunate. Now the actual earbuds themselves are a bit of a different shape than I'm used to with the AirPods. They look a little bit like hearing aids rather than earbuds. There's actually a bit of a transparent bit on the back where you can actually see a little bit of what's inside them, so that's really interesting and really cool. In terms of the tips, the rubber tips on them, you can swap them. There's a few that are included for the different size of your ears. I had a little bit of trouble fitting them in, but again, that could just be my ear shape. You might find them completely fine. Some people struggle with their AirPods, whereas AirPods are completely fine for me. So it really just depends on the shape of your own personal ears.
So the pairing process was very straightforward. You open it up, you click the button on the side and it will attempt to pair to your phone. If you go into the Bluetooth settings on your phone, you should see something that says SoundPEATS. You click on that and yeah, it should pair straight away. Mine was very quick, it was very seamless. There was no lag on the earbuds at all when listening to music. One thing I will say about the buttons that I do find a little bit annoying is that when I was putting them in my ears, I did find myself accidentally pressing the buttons because they do take up the whole side of the earbud. So you're trying to put it in your ear and kind of adjust it a little bit to how you like it. And yeah, you do find yourself accidentally pressing the button, and that can cause music to play and other weird things to happen depending on what you accidentally press. So just something to be aware of there. This is the button on the side here, and there's one of these buttons on each of the earbuds. And the buttons themselves have a bunch of different functions. They're a multi-function button. You power them on by doing a long press, which you can power off by holding them for 8 seconds. Volume up is double tap on the right one. Volume down is double tap on the left one. You can play previous by holding down on the left one for 1.5 seconds, and to play next, it's the same on the right one. Just wanted to take a quick reminder to tell you that if you are enjoying this video and it is helping you out, please check out the other content on my channel, and if you enjoy it, please subscribe. It will really help me out. We're gonna have a giveaway coming up soon, so keep your eyes peeled for that.
All right, so let's talk comfort and how they actually fit in the ear. From my experience with these, fitting them in the ear actually wasn't as pleasant as I thought. Maybe I need to change the rubbers around a little bit to the smaller size, but I've had trouble with them actually staying in my ear. Now that's not to say there's anything against the actual devices and earbuds themselves, because for example, AirPods for some people just don't fit in their ear. Now AirPods fit nicely in my ears, I'm just lucky in that regard, but maybe these would fit nicely in some other people's ears, whereas AirPods don't. So it's just a toss up of your actual ears. In terms of the comfort, compared to the AirPods, they're not very comfortable at all. They actually hurt my ears a little bit and were slipping out, and they weren't as comfortable. For me, the AirPods feel like there's nothing in my ear, whereas with these, I could definitely feel something, and it wasn't painful, but yeah, there was a little bit of discomfort there. In terms of wearing these while you're walking around and running around and doing sport, they would be okay in that regard, but they definitely didn't feel as locked into my ears as the AirPods do. Like I can run around with AirPods, no problem, but with these, I would be a little bit concerned going for a run. In the gym, however, doing like a weights workout, I think that would be okay.
So they contain Bluetooth 5.0. They have a working range of 10 meters, so you can actually walk quite far away from them without having to take your phone. They are waterproof, rated to IPX5, and what that means is that you can basically spray it with a bit of water. You can't go swimming with it, you can't take them in the shower, don't do any of that, but you can spray it with a bit of water. Charging time for the actual earbuds is 2.5 hours. They last for 5 to 6 hours of listening time. They have a standby time of 50 hours. The case can charge them 3.5 times if the case is at full charge, and that gives you that magic number that we saw on the box box there of 27 hours. They also come with dual dynamic drivers inbuilt. For anyone that's not an audiophile, I mean, I'm no expert at this either, but from what I know, basically the driver in the earbud is what converts that electrical signal into actual sound that you can hear. And essentially it has 2 drivers, so you can get more out of it. I think there's a bit more efficiency, it has a crossover effect, so each driver can do different frequencies, so they've just packed as much as they can into it for the cheapest price. Now obviously none of the features really matter if they have terrible sound quality, so you'll be pleasantly surprised that the sound is actually really good. Whatever those double drivers are doing, it's working. Spent a while listening with them and then comparing with the AirPods and then putting them back on. And what I did notice is that the most defining feature that comes through in the audio when listening to music is the bass. The bass is really strong, and if you get a good seal in your ears with the little rubbers, you'll actually really hear the bass a lot, way more than you will with your AirPods. And I'm not saying that the treble is bad. What I'm saying is the defining feature was the bass. So overall, when you put all those things together and you get the cost is less than $50, comparing what you get for this $50 with other more expensive earbuds, which it's competing with, it's actually quite amazing. I think for what you're getting, the comfort, yes, it's not as good, but it's still okay. Sound quality is great for the price. The features are great. You know, the battery life is pretty good. If you're looking for a budget earbud, these seem to blow everything out of the water. Like for this price, if you're looking for something budget, definitely check these out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it helped you out, don't forget to subscribe. We're gonna do a giveaway soon, as I mentioned at the start of the video. Someone's gonna win a gift card. You do not wanna miss that. And make sure you like and comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next video.